On the rocks, on the sunny track, so it's really a good feeling to be back on the race car and also to communicate with my co-driver, because we use now the road book from some race here, and I need to say that it's really interesting to have the feeling of road book information and try to go fast as possible. Since I drive the new Audi, I'm really surprised about the performance and also how is the power. The power is always here and it's easy to use, especially in the dunes. I was really surprised about the capacity of the car when we need to cross a big dunes. At the end you have always a good response, a good torque, and it's not necessary to shift the gear, so you can keep your two hands on the steering wheels, and it's really perfect for the driving for sure. The car just started running in July, or so it's just 4 months ago, and we are able to do a lot of kilometers on the really bad road like the Dakar. So I'm really impressed about the capacity of the team. To be realistic, for me since the beginning I said if I finish in the top 5 I will be happy. But in my head I hope to be in a better position.
Clearly, definitely interesting, because we've seen all the improvements the team has prepared for us, and it was full of learnings, good learning actually. We end the second days with really a nice feeling, a lot of confidence in the car, and yeah, it's just a confirmation that everyone has worked well, hard, and in the good direction. No, clearly the car is amazing because it's stable in any condition. Even on the really rough terrain, it's helping you to have confidence in it. Even going really fast, we never had strange behavior or surprise or hot moments. So at the moment everything was in control, and sure the car is really well balanced and it's helping a lot. And as well in the dunes, it's a kind of toy. So at the moment we have to say that we are really happy with the behavior of the car, because it's helping us to be easy. Electric motors are giving you an immediate response ever. It doesn't matter the speed you are, doesn't matter the terrain you are. Even on the dunes we were able to go as slow as feeling the tires on the ground. So it's it's really nice, and it's another kind of driving for sure, but for the moment it's only a nice surprise. I mean, navigation of course it's the main one, otherwise I can jump out of the car, but no, there is a lot of functions to manage on the car, because it's opening us a lot of new possibilities that we have to learn first and then to adapt on our driving style. So basically Stéphane's driver is keeping the hand on the wheel, and sometimes we are trying to adjust the settings while driving, and so everything concerning the car is on my side. Stéphane is focusing on the piste and on going as fast as he can, and I should be able to make both navigation and car management. We have more display at the end, more functions, more possibilities, so yeah, it's clearly much more multitasking than it was. Each kilometers we are outside of there, it can be another surprise. So now, for the moment I have to say that we are really increasing our confidence in the car and in the team, of course. We still have to be fully confident, but honestly the step we had between the tests is quite impressive. So it's not one step, it's more steps that did during the weeks without testing. So we're ending in these days with clearly another level of confidence that we had a few weeks ago. We have some thousands of kilometers, yes, but it's not enough to say we faced everything. So everything we've seen, I'm sure they will fix it. But we still have some question mark in front of us. Really optimistic because it's full of people really competent, full of skills. So I would say, no, we will not face a clear Dakar. It's, we cannot lie on that. For sure we will have some events to manage. But I'm sure we will be able to fight for a good position.
Well, very important test. Basically our last test before the Dakar. So far so good. I think we have been doing, the people at Redbull, they have been doing a good job for the latest problems. Everything seems to be in the right way. We said in the first time I visit Audi, Dakar is first year is always hard. Do not underestimate, and I think everybody realizes now that this is a fact, you know, especially with such a project, such a challenging project, such a new project, such a I will say brave project from Audi. So if you put all together first year and all these hybrids, electric, all this is very difficult, very challenging. First time in desert, in dunes. So I think we are in the right way, but the challenge has been really, really big. We are a group of drivers that we are working very strong together. This is very important, especially at this part of the project, the beginning of the project, and I think Audi for the first time is approaching the Dakar, and everybody is working together. Everybody's giving all. It has been long days, long nights. And yeah, but this is the way competition it is sometimes. So nothing new from that side. We all here very passionate, and we want to win. We want to do a good job. First time driving the electrical power unit here in the desert, here in the dunes, and I must say I'm really surprised. First of all, we have with the electrical drive very good torque, very good response. This we are not missing for sure, and I think at the end of the day we can concentrate more in the driving. We don't need to change gear, we don't need to worry if we are approaching the dunes or the corner in the right gear or not. Power is always there, and this is an advantage from the driving point of view that you know, I think we are discovering. I'm also very shocked, and I like very much the braking coming from the engine, the Recu, and I think this is a tool that we are also, from my side, learning and adjusting and fine-tuning, and this is also a very good tool to have very efficient braking. At the same time, you know, we are playing with the virtual diffs, because there is no connection between the front and the rear of the car. There is not a transmission in between, so all this has to be done electronically, and this is also a learning process from our side. But very happy, everything is going well, and even being a veteran, I'm still learning a lot at this period of my career. This is what I say, it's a huge task, a huge challenge, because the car is really complex. You know, you have to accept that part of this huge challenge is to have such a complicated car, 4 different engines. You have to put all together. The car has to be autonomous. The car has to, you know, start the thermal engine by his own, stop it, charge in the right situation, in the right level, put together the front engine to the rear engine, All this needs a lot of work from the engineering side, but they are doing a great job. You know, the most important thing is when you arrive to the Dakar, you think, could we have done something else better? And I think we are doing maximum. And when you have done the maximum, this is feeling you good, feeling you have done enough. We will see.
It's a great challenge because it's a new project with a new type of car. It's an electric car with electric power, and for me it's a very interesting project, and also so happy to stay in Audi because it's a mythical company with the motorsport, and also now stating the big challenges is the Dakar, and I think it's a pleasure to stay here. The feel is good. You have a good brakes, you have a good engine, very strong now, and it's comfortable. Now inside of the car, you feel the weight, but the weight is very down because the battery stayed on the ground, and the car also. It's the drivability of the car is very good. It's totally different with the other cars, two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, and it's nice to drive also in the dunes. Normally it's a big stress. Now don't have a gear. You need to only to drive and also to put the throttle on the brake, and this is a big advantage inside of the dunes. It's complicated because the Dakar is the Dakar. It's a special race. It's not a usual race, and now the first objective is to finish the Dakar. This is the very positive objective for the team. But it's sure, it's never one manufacturer, one team win the Dakar in the first year. This is another challenge for us.